We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Right back to him on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. Sewell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun. Sewell. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Looking to throw. Sewell. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. McKinley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Darden. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. They'll throw on first down. Here's Hal. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Hal throwing on first down here. He's got Jordan complete right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Fourth down, Howell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On second down now, McKinley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, McKinley. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Tampa Bay.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the... And he coughed it up! And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
To throw on second down. Sewell on the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, we're trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sewell. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sewell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Now Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw on 2nd down. Sewell. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, Sewell. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 1st down, Howell to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sewell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On second down, McKinley. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Sewell.
Into the hands of Darden. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Sewell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKinley. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Sewell. Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to...
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Robinson with another carry.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now he'll look to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McKinley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
A gain of 22.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw on third down, Sewell. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sewell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try the left side. McKinley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they will take a knee here.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily